again with the M5, we're gonna swap out a couple little parts from the 540. If you saw our older video when we did the headlight lenses, these are brand new, look amazing. But if you can see this, let me turn on flash. If you can see this, both the adjusters are completely gone. There's nothing there. So the 540 has new ones. I wasn't gonna swap them because they are depot, but these are super easy to find in Hella, and they're pretty cheap relatively, and they're always at the junkyard. So for now, we're gonna swap them over so this thing can have some decent headlights. Side note, about 2 weeks ago, the M5 threw a serpentine belt and broke down, and I got it towed home. I have an issue. As you can see, it's missing ribs and it's a shredded side. You can see right here, yep, that's a problem. So brand new serpentine belt, and it's missing 2 threads, and you can see off here it's off center. It looks like it moved. So obviously something's not aligned right, and I have to go through and make everything tight, aligned. But when I was in there, I had no problems. Car drove fine, no problems. Everything was straight. So apparently we got another issue. When I first changed the belt, the power steering pump was completely loose. And watch this. So I have my 15 on the tensioner, and watch. Let me try to get it a little bit better for you guys. Yep, that's the problem. So I don't know if this is stripped or what, but you can see that it's not threaded all the way on and it's sitting at an angle. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the clutch fan off, and that is gonna have to be put on hold. And as well as we're putting the clutch fan off, I do want to take a look inside this pump, or this pipe I mean, for the injection system, and I want to see what's going on with that. I want to see if it's clogged with carbon, and if we can get a better idea on the carbon situation. And I might try to kind of fiddle with the secondary air pump and see if I can see any major issues with that too. Brand new serpentine out here missing ribs. Damn, that shit sucks. But under here you can for sure see that this pump is once again loose. So I don't know what the problem is. I hope it's not anything stripped, but this is for sure a problem. And as you can see, all the ribs are once again stuck up on the main drive pulley. So I got to get those off. Well, here's the rest of it. This was completely wrapped around the main drive pulley, the actual one that spins the engine over, and this thing just got shredded. So luckily I caught this now instead of going out and driving and realizing when my car breaks down that this is the problem again. So now on to the power steering pump and addressing that. Okay, so probably worst case scenario, it's the stud that goes in this. You gotta be fucking kidding me. The stud completely snapped out, and now congratulations, I am fucked. I am not driving my car for a very long time. Okay, in reality, this is for real worst case, but we 100% know our issue. Anyway, it's just gonna have to be rethreaded and retapped, and then have a new stud put in. So let's see what we come up with. For now, we're just gonna leave the serpentine belt off. I have a friend that is a super good mechanic, works on supercars, Ferraris, Lambos, all types of shit at an actual shop. And he's gonna come through and he'll tap into the power steering pump, not the actual pump, but the slot where the stud goes, and he'll restud it for me, get everything fixed up, and that'll be perfectly working. He did it before on the F80. He's the one that did the retapping of the oil pan, and everything's been mint. So he'll come through when he has time and do that. And as well as he's here, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at carbon buildup, like we mentioned before. So when he's here, we'll try to dive a little bit deeper into the motor and we'll go through some stuff, and maybe me and him can figure some stuff out and get this car in even better shape than it already is. But for now, I'm contemplating baking these headlights. But if I'm going to bake headlights, I'm contemplating right now, do I retrofit facelift, or do we stay pre-facelift? I love pre-facelift, but I also love facelift. So we have the headlights off the old 540, the first parts car. So I could retrofit these right now, because I'm gonna bake these, and I have Euro lenses right there that I could clean up, and these would be mint. But I don't know. I think we're gonna stay pre-facelift for right now. Hey, we got an oven going. Sheesh. All right, we're gonna let this run right now for probably like 10 minutes, and I'm gonna check it. I don't want to overdo it because I don't think it's gonna take that much for these to come off. It's not OEM, so I doubt it's gonna be that heavy or that thick of glue. So I tried polishing it real quick, and they were just still super dazed, and it was not clear enough for me. So we're gonna swap the lens, and I'm gonna take those out after I make sure that's good. While we wait for that, it's kind of noisy. I have a grill with the cooling ducts for the brakes, so we'll just go ahead and swap over this. Super simple, and by the time we're done with this, hopefully that will be done. Okay, number one was a success. I had to kind of pry it a little bit forcefully. Nothing broke, no dents, no chips. So we'll throw in the second one, and we got the bumper off. See, good thing I kept these back seats. A perfect spot to put the freshly painted bumper on. Okay, success. So if anyone is gonna do this too, there's tons of videos on YouTube, and just know you don't have to follow any of them. Literally get a hair dryer, poke it through, and I just set it down on some cardboard just so the air could pass through it and it wasn't just hitting the face of it. And then just run some tape over top. Any size box works. Throw the headlight in there. It doesn't need to be fancy at all. I put the hair dryer on full blast on heat, not even full 10 minutes, and just make sure everything is unclipped already, and that way when you open it, you immediately just pry it. I ended up just holding, don't do the top, I did the bottom. So if you unclipped all of these, and remember that it's not just the lens, it's actually all this plastic too. So don't try to pry at this, it's not gonna work. So pry either the corner or one of these lips right here. I just used a flathead, super simple. And then now we can go ahead and put these in. And our grill is in too. This is super ghetto. The bumper, all the tabs legit already broke. I don't know how. This bumper's been off once, so it is replica, and maybe it's just really cheap quality, but all these tabs already broke. So we got zip ties, tape, and then the one tab that's left, I have actual OEM retainer. So it'll be good for now. Eventually, when this car is probably almost done, near complete, and I have not much left to do, I'll just go ahead and order an OEM bumper, and then the car will be painted with the OEM bumper. But for now, this will be fine. We're fully swapped over. I also swapped in the LED corner lights that were in there, and you can see how much they light up. For just a tiny corner light, it lights up way more, way brighter. So that's sick. And now we have LEDs in the cabin too. Sheesh. Making the interior look way better, way more modern. This shit is still beautiful. Damn, just that little ass grill made this much of a difference. This shit looks amazing. Just goes to show you that the little finishing touches really make something different. So now we have our TYC lenses with depot backings with LED lights on all, should be all LEDs. Fog lights, I'm gonna swap LEDs from the other car too, so these are brighter. But other than that, damn, this looks amazing. Once again, I'm proud of this big dog. Look at this shit. This is beautiful. This car just gets nicer and nicer and nicer. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw those ones back together so we can put that back on the car. And this, I'm not sure what else we're gonna do. I don't know what else I have. I think what I'm gonna try We got some Style 65s in the corner. I want to try and just take a look at what a squared setup looks like on this car. All right, these are our candidates right here. Off the first Parts Car 540, and this is the OEM wheels for these cars. So the only problem is mine are shiny, Parts Cars are flat, and I'm trying to decide what tire is bigger. I think the Hankook sits a little taller, and these, whatever the fuck these are, what are these? I don't know, it doesn't say. I don't like it. I don't know if it's just because it's all black or what, but I don't like it. Too small. It hides so much detail of the car. Look, it's just a big blob. Because this looks too small of a wheel. I don't know why, but that's a 35 sidewall, a 275 35 18, and it looks tiny. It looks sunk in. All right, M5 is gonna sit here looking beautiful for a while till we get that situation figured out with the power steering. But for right now, time to clean up a little bit, clear out the garage. So I will be posting the old Heritage interior. The passenger seat only has the 2 little rips of the stitching right there. The driver's seat is a lot worse. As you can see, this whole thing came out, and from just a lot of abuse, that is pretty flat. But other than that, same thing here, just kind of tilted a little bit that way, but all of them function. There's no seat twist. All motors are working. Everything's in working condition. Not very good looks wise, but if you're local to Vegas, hit me up with an offer for these. Here's the door panels. This needs the side vent. I took that for my car because the door panel that was in the 540 was broken, so I took that. The interior trim will not come with it. I will be keeping that. And then, as you know, we have 2 full sets of Style 65s, as well as a 3rd set on the 540 that will be coming off. So I'm gonna sell these for the ones that came off mine. I'll post these for like 2,500. These, they're a little bit worse. The rear tires are mint, perfect, great condition, but these do have a lot of curbing on, well, I guess it's just really this wheel. This wheel's pretty curved, has curbing all the way around. So I will be posting these sets for a little bit cheaper. These rears that came off mine do have some curbing as well. That rear has curbing, the front has some curbing. But if you are gonna refinish these, obviously it's a lot cheaper to buy this set, refinish them, and you'll still be cheaper than buying a mint set for what, 4,000 or 5,000, what they'd be listening for. The full suspension will be coming this week. So other than that, it's just gonna have to sit here. So I appreciate anybody who watched. Like, comment, subscribe, and hold off a little bit, and we'll get back to another episode.